Hello everyone. Oh my god, my arm, it just cracked. Hello everyone and welcome to this video in which I'm gonna put the Ducare brush set to the test. You've probably seen the thumbnail. It's about me using every brush from that set and seeing how good they are. I recently made a video in which I was showing a close-up of them, so if you want to see that, just look in the description box below. But in this video we're gonna see if they're any good, so stay tuned. Okay, so I applied some eye base, which is the Revolution Cut Crease Canvas product. For applying the eye makeup, I'm gonna use the Carnival palette, which I love so much because it gives me so many options. And with the eyeliner brush, I'm gonna select Bloom, the shade Bloom from this palette, because I'm inspired. I've been outside, it's so beautiful today and everything's blooming. There are buds in the trees and oh my god, that's so intense, but never mind, it's gonna look better once I have everything else on my face, I'm sure. I'm just gonna look straight ahead because I have hooded eyes and create that line. See where the line needs to be. And this in my head is the darkest color that I'm gonna start with. I must say I really like this brush so far because it's straight. I mean, I knew I like this type of brushes, but it's also firm and it helps me apply the eyeliner very precisely in that line that I'm looking for easily. Just pat the line and it's easy to follow it like this, so you see exactly where the eyeshadow needs to be. I am a bit unsure about the look I'm going for and the look I'm gonna create, but I want to use every single brush to see how they perform. This one is really good, it's really firm, and it's a good eyeliner brush. At least for the eyeshadow application, it did a really good job. I really like it. It's so stiff like that, it really gives you precision, I think. So I really like it so far. Next I'm going to use the brush number 9, which is officially blending brush in the leaflet here. Maybe lilac goes well for that because it's the palest pink in here. I'm putting that quite high. I know where the shade needs to be with my eyes because I got used to them. I got used to my eyes. In the crease a bit higher for my eyes, almost touching the brow. So when I look straight ahead, I still have that kind of, and bring it like that just to contour the eye really, not anything else. Following the line. I do like this blending brush so far. I think it does a really good job. It has the great balance between firmness and flexibility in the bristles, and it feels soft on the skin. Yeah, really good blending brush. I like it. I'm gonna use this number 12 brush, which is here in the leaflet as concealer brush. I'm not gonna use it for concealer, I don't think. I'm gonna use it to cut crease, to cut my crease. And I wouldn't use a brush like that for concealer personally. I just don't like to do that, I don't know why. So I put a bit of Revolution Cut Crease on my hand and I'm just gonna cut the crease. It's very nerve-wracking for me to cut crease. I don't know why. I don't know what's up with this brush actually. Now I'm starting to notice that I'm using it a bit more. It's sparingly applying the product somehow. I don't know, I don't have the density of this product on my lid very much. It just doesn't really do a good job with I feel like it leaves streaks, at least with this type of product. A bit odd with this one, I must say. I don't know, it's something up with it. I would have to use it for concealer just to see if it does a better job, but so far I'm a bit conflicted. Now I'm going to use number 8, which is the shader brush, and I am going to apply some sort of shade in my inner corner. I think I'm going to apply Bare, and I'm going to have to kind of set the whole thing because it's creasing on me. Looks cute, looks a bit corally, this Bare. It's very intense, it scares me a little bit, to be honest, because it's not beige and I'm nervous. This brush is fantastic. I really like it because it's very precise. It's, again, I love the word firm apparently, but it's very, it packs up a lot, it picks up a lot of color, and I love this brush. It's really good. It could be good to kind of smudge this part of the eyeshadow as well because it's so firm and it's I know I use this word firm. I don't know why. I don't know what other word I could use to describe. So I really like it. It picks up color well. It's really precise as well. Goes in the outer crease here just fine actually. I almost want to use it for that too. But I have one more brush for the eyes to use, which is another shader brush. And it's number 11. So I have to assign some sort of task to this brush as well. I must say I don't know at this point what, but this did such a good job, the number 8. I cleaned these brushes when I bought them. Like I bought them, I looked at them, and then I gave them a clean because I knew when I'm gonna use them I prefer them to be fresh and clean for me. So they wash well, I can tell you that. It's a really good brush. It's soft on the skin. Every brush that I tried so far on the eyes is soft on the skin and it does a really good job, except the concealer brush, which is regarded as the concealer brush in the instruction. And I thought that that left streaks, at least being used like that, how I chose to use it with the creased canvas white paste. I don't know what this is. Paste? Not paste. It's Cut Crease Canvas Revolution Full Coverage Eyeshadow Base. The eyeshadow base, it just left a bit of, I don't know if I would definitely not choose that brush to apply that product. I would have thought it would do a good job. Okay, so this is what I end up doing with my eyes. I don't know what to do next. I would be tempted to not just leave this as a line, as an eyeliner, but to kind of put it in the outer corner using this brush. I know it has this shade on top, but I could put a darker, maybe the same color in the outer crease. Just keep it simple. And testing the brushes, I'm gonna apply Bloom, the same eyeliner shade, and just apply that here in the outer corner. Wow, that picks up a lot of color as well, and it's a good brush. It's soft on the skin. I don't know what else I could say about it. It feels really soft on the skin. I have to be really careful because it packs a lot of color as well, and I only want to keep it compact in one place. You see, I did a better job here. This is, I slapped a lot of color in one place, but it's a good brush. Nothing to do with the brush, it's to do with my skill. And I'm gonna get this previous number 8 shader one that I applied this with, because I want to smudge a bit on the spot there, the eyeshadow, diffuse it a bit, because I went in like a desperate. I have so many face brushes in this set that I don't know what I'm going to do for what tasks I'm going to assign for each one of them. There are so many. Okay, this turned out alright. So my camera switched off, so I don't know where I was, but I went in with the blending again just to smooth out the edges. I know it looks very strange with no foundation and nothing on my skin yet, but it's gonna come together really well at the end. I hope, at least. I used all the eye brushes, so I spritz my finger with some face mist. And I'm gonna pick up the Starlight shimmer in this palette because I love this shimmer. And just apply it in the middle here. Wow. The middle and towards the outer crease, actually, I decided right now. But seeing this shade here, I think I'm gonna pick up some rosé pink as well because it's beautiful. Look at that. And I'm gonna put that towards the inner corner and connect it with the Starlight. The weather has been gorgeous today in Scotland, and I went with my son a bit for a walk to get some air. Because staying in the house for so long, you know, we work from home, and in Scotland it's still for another week and a half, almost 2 weeks, we still have to stay indoors. So I know in England stuff opened up 2 days ago or so, I think 3 days ago, and they were saying on the radio how throughout the UK people can do stuff now and it's so good. And it's not throughout the UK, it's just England. It's not UK, it's England. I don't know in Wales, but in Scotland not yet. We're still, nothing is open, just salons I think opened, just salons, and nothing else. That's it. So everything else theoretically opens in about almost 2 weeks in Scotland. So I'm gonna move on with the face brushes now because I look like a tomato and I want to cover up and even out my skin tone, and then this is gonna take a life of its own. I'm trying to speak in English correctly here. I'm gonna first put some SPF because, you know, you never know. I might end up again outside, even though this is not a great look for going in the park where I can go with my son. My camera doesn't want to cooperate, to be honest, because it keeps switching off and I have to put it on again. So I hope stuff are recording, because I'm going crazy a bit here. So I have this Malu Wilz Camouflage cream, which I'm gonna use to cover my redness. I use this a lot. You might have seen it in other videos of mine, but this is fantastic product for me. I want to use one of these brushes for applying this because I have so many for face. I feel like there are a lot of face brushes here. So I'm gonna use this number 5 one, which in the leaflet is officially as the highlight brush. So I don't know if I should I use, no. Listen, I'm gonna use now. I'm gonna go with number 4, which is the foundation brush, and just apply with this because I do want to try my best to use them for the purpose that they are intended for. This feels very soft, by the way, the foundation one, the foundation brush. And I'm gonna spread out this product all over. I don't want to upset my skin further, so therefore I'm only patting and dragging a little bit. And my skin is very sensitive to the touch. I think it's a mild rosacea that I have. I'm not sure, probably. I am prone to broken capillaries, so in the face. Look how beautiful it starts to look now that my skin becomes evened out. It's incredible. It's incredible. And this starts popping this color. And a helicopter is coming because it's sunny, and they fly a lot when it's sunny, which is very annoying for me personally. This does a good job. This brush is so soft. It's amazing. I love it. So you had to see that red face before. I'm so sorry for that. I apologize. I wish I would have flawless skin and just to be as easy as applying a BB cream or a CC cream and that's it. But for me, I need the coverage a bit because of the redness. I'm gonna use these brushes a bit different. So the highlight one, I think I'm gonna use it to apply my concealer because I like to apply concealer with this type of brushes like that. I find that it gives you an airbrush kind of effect. So I have, I'm going to list everything down below what I'm using here. I'm just going to prime a bit the under eye area. And I'm going to dip it in here. This is the Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. And you know what? This is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. And I think the concealer brush would be good at applying this part actually. Not necessarily the concealer itself, but the brightening cream. So I clean this brush a little bit with the tissue, the concealer brush. I'm gonna scoop out a bit of the corrector. And I'm only patting that a bit here. In the inner, under my eye, in the inner eye portion, and just use my finger. I mean, this is a concealer brush. I suppose it could be very precise if you only need a little bit concealer and if you're not going for that triangle, or I suppose it's precise, but I don't know if you can work with this all around the underneath the eye area to blend stuff in with this. You can only apply it here or there, whatever you need, a concealer or corrector, but you can't blend using this. I'm only correcting now. I'm gonna put some concealer now. I'm gonna use this ByTerry Hyaluronic Hydra concealer. I'm gonna use the highlighting number 5 brush to pat in this product. And I hope you won't disappoint me because that's what I prefer to use usually. Oh my god, I don't know if this is the right brush for this. I'm gonna start with this area to test it out. Yeah, it's alright. I mean, I don't know if for concealer, I'm trying to give a job for every brush and that's why, but I don't know if I would choose this brush. Even for highlighting, I wouldn't choose it. I feel like it's too dense for highlighting for me. But I'm trying to, oh my god, I'm trying to drag this concealer down now. Not very good for under eye how I chose to use it, to be honest. But it's soft on the skin, that one. Let's see the foundation one, with which I applied my corrector. Oh, I can barely see the concealer now. I feel like I want to do this with my fingers. Like, I don't know where it went to disappear, the concealer. So somehow this brush has absorbed the concealer. Actually, here is more than here. So look, it's a lot of concealer in the brush, so it absorbed a lot of it, but it's not the brush's fault maybe, I don't know. I shouldn't have used it like that. It's just that for me, I didn't want to use it as a highlight brush. I can wash it when it comes to highlight and just try it with the highlight as well. Now I'm going to continue with foundation. Foundation I'm going to use is ByTerry Nude Expert Duo Stick. And I must have really liked this one because it's all that is left is this. It used to be until here. So I must like it very much. I'm using it a lot. It gives you a really... oh, it smells so nice. It has a bit of a fragrance, just so you know, in case you're wondering about this foundation. I'm going to use this foundation brush from Ducare. Oh, this is not the right brush to use this with. It looks so cakey. Oh no. You can see my pores. Oh, you can see the foundation in the pores. This doesn't really happen with this foundation. So the type of brush, this brush is just... I'm gonna continue, but I don't know if it's the right brush for... It's the right foundation to use with this brush. The brush itself is very soft. It's dense, it's soft. This, yeah, actually let me try and do this, which I don't normally do. Circles. Oh, it's so soft. But I don't know about this. I mean, oh my god. Maybe drag it like that a bit. Yeah, it works better if I drag it like that, actually. Or maybe I don't have big pores on the forehead. And that's why it looks better. Drag again a bit, very slightly and gently and softly. I mean, you can see, I can see my pores. I don't know if this was the right pick, and it absorbs a lot of product actually, does it? It's because it's white, you can see the product. It's soft, it's dense, it's a beautiful brush, but I don't know with what foundation I would actually use. I would have thought that a stick foundation, because I do use that foundation. This foundation with the brush like this, a BH Cosmetics one that looks like this, the same style, and it works fine. Or I mean, maybe it's gonna look, it looks even better the more I do it actually, but it's not, you can see a bit the foundation. Soft, dense, beautiful brush, but I feel like you have to pick the right foundation with it. A really light coverage foundation or BB cream or CC cream. I do think that it looks better now that after I dragged it like that, because the style of how it feels here, it's like those brushes, you know, like that look like with the handle, those that are in fashion right now. That I have one like that, but I don't use it. It just dense like that. Okay, after I blended this in, I feel like you can see a bit the foundation. It's a soft brush, it's a really good brush, and it does a good job with the blending in the stuff, but you have to use it with the right foundation, that's for sure. Now I'm gonna use the powder brush, which is number 1. That's how it is in the leaflet here, in the instruction leaflet. That's the powder brush. And because I have used the ByTerry products, I do have the ByTerry Hyaluronic Hydra powder as well, and it makes sense to just put this on. With this stuff, it's good on the skin. I mean, it's really nice. It's just a good powder, but don't inhale it. It's very, very finely milled, and I inhaled it a few times by mistake, and it doesn't feel nice. And I also, it entered my eye, and I could feel the powder on my eyeball, and it wasn't nice. So this is so soft on the skin, this brush is amazing. I normally use a smaller brush, but this, I must say, it's really soft, and oh, it feels nice. I love it. Does a good job. So far I liked all the brushes, kind of. Then I'm going to contour with the contour brush, which is number 6. I am gonna use a powder bronzer, which is a Physician Formula butter bronzer, which I love so much. It's very soft, this brush as well. Ooh, I like it, like it, like it. I like this contour brush, so soft. All the brushes are soft, I love them. So far I love them, except the concealer brush a bit. I don't know, I would use it for correcting under the eye. I think that's the thing. And maybe just applying strategically the concealer in the precise places, but not necessarily blending with it. But it's a good brush as well if you use it for the right reasons, for the right tasks. I said the word tasks a lot in this video, I'm sorry. Okay, so this for precise application. This is a very soft brush. It's very bendy, I feel. It bends, but not too much. It bends just the right amount. I feel like I wanted to do this. I do that when I don't wear eyeshadow and I just put a bit of bronzer on my eyelids. But that's not the case today because I have pink. I should probably go in with a really bigger brush here, but a bit on the sides. It does a really good job. I like it. It's very precise. It's a good contour brush, I feel. But then the buffer brush. I think it's for the bronzer, and it's also a flat buffer brush, which is number 3. So the buffer brush, the flat buffer brush. So I'm gonna use both. Let me use the number 2 first, and sorry for the helicopter. Wow. Okay, a lot of product. It picks up well. Nice. I like. Let's go here actually, because I didn't do here. This is the buffer brush again. Very soft, very compact. I don't know, I just feel like it's not like, you know, I don't know if it makes sense what I'm saying. And I don't know, I like it. It's quite a precise kind of buffer brush. But let's go with the flat buffer brush, which is a bit bigger, and it does look a bit not flat, but you know, relatively flat. Again, soft I think is gonna be. Ooh, I like this much more for bronzer, for my preference personally, because it's bigger. I know when I apply my bronzer, and I don't normally contour very much, I am a fan of just bronzing like that with a big brush all over and being quick about it, because I'm a mom. I don't have time for stuff, you know, and I like a big brush for that. But this one is so soft, so puffy, I feel. And let me just apply a bit more on top of that contour. Ooh, I like this one a lot. A lot. And this is number 3 that I like a lot, the flat buffer brush, which did a really good job. I like it. Blush brush number 7. Number 7, for my liking, I don't know, it's too, you know, I like the blush brush to be bigger and fluffier, so I can, we'll see. And ooh, I like it actually. It's nice. Soft, again, they're soft. Right here. Ooh, I like it. It's very precise. I thought they would be packing product, but just if you have a light hand, just a little bit, and put it on your hand just to make sure you get the excess away. But no, it's nice, you know, I like it. Yeah, it's nice. And I will also add a bit of Dior here, the Backstage thing. How is it called? Dior Backstage Glow Face Wallet. And the pink blush, because it goes with my pink thingy. And I'm gonna dip in the pink, maybe not like a Desperate, and add a little bit on top here. That's basically highlight, that's it, you know, you don't need highlight as well probably, but I do have a highlight brush that I use this for concealer. I would have to wash that. No, I like the blush brush, it's cute. I'm gonna turn it around because I applied too much. I do go overboard with blush for some reason. Blush brush, yes, I like as well. Now that I've applied the fixing spray, actually the foundation looks more settled and beautiful. You can still see it a bit in the pores, just a little bit, but not very much. I think the fixing spray brought everything together. And now I'm going to go and wash this highlight brush and just put a bit of highlight, even though I might not need, because the blush has highlight in, and I think it's enough highlight for me personally. I don't like to shine and people to see me from space. I don't like that look. I like the shine only here a little bit and maybe a little bit here, or if I have a décolletage, you know, a cleavage, I put a bit here, but I don't like it anywhere else, the shine. So I washed this brush and I wiped it as much as I could. It's like dry, if you ask me, and it washed really well so far. I like how they wash as well. And I'm going to put some highlighter from this palette, why not, the Dior Backstage, and I'm gonna just combine these two on top. And just put a bit. I mean, it's a good highlight brush, why not? It's soft again on the skin. I don't know what I could say more than that. It feels nice, it packs up product really well, so you have to be light-handed, not like me probably right now with this, because I'm gonna be seen from space exactly how I didn't want to. good highlight brush, soft, packs product really well, so be light-handed if you're gonna get this set. It's a good brush. Now it's just one brush that I need to test. It's the eyebrow brush, and I need to use some sort of dip brow pomade with this. I'm gonna use a different spoolie to comb my eyebrows. That's the thing I don't like about this eyebrow brush so far, is because it doesn't have a spoolie at the other end. And yes, it looks glam and everything, and you can do that and protect the things in your bag, in the bag if you carry it with you because of this lid. So it's a bit of a faff to take a spoolie separately, you know. I can't see that far away, so I'm gonna use my mirror. It's a good brush, but I think it's too soft somehow. And I wanted to do this, you see, because I'm used to having a spoolie brush at the other end. It's a bit soft. I don't know, it's not firm. As you know, if you've been watching my channel, and if you did, thank you, I like my brushes to be firm. I say that a lot when I review brushes. Firm, this is firm, this is not firm. Firm, 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 firm. It does do the job. You know, it's a good enough brush, but maybe it's a personal preference, because I'm used to a more firm type of brush for when I use the brow pomade. And I don't know how it would be for eyeliner, but I think I would be inclined to use it for eyeliner. Let me see. On the hand, maybe for eyeliner, or eyeliner with eyeshadow, how I did today. I think because it's a bit soft, I don't know, it's not firm enough for my preference for the eyebrow, but it does do the job. As you can see, it did apply the brow pomade, and it did a good enough job. But another thing that I don't really like is that I don't have the brush at the other end, so it's a bit of fiddly, you know, because you need a spoolie separately, and that's the thing that I would have preferred. I would have thought that this is a lip brush when I first seen it. I think I've mentioned that in my previous video, in which I show a close-up on these brushes. It's a good looking brush. It's not a bad brush, but it's not for me personally. For you, you might like it, but for me personally, it's not a fantastic brush for eyebrow. I wouldn't use it for eyebrow. I would pick it up to use it for eyeshadow application as an eyeliner with eyeshadow. Now that I finished with all the brushes, I am gonna do the final touches and bring these colors on the lower lash and stuff, and then I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. Now the brushes, I really like them. They're soft, they pack the product really well. When I've collected the eyeshadow, like I've dipped it into the eyeshadow palette, it just packs a lot of color, picks up a lot of color. That's the term in English. It picks up a lot of color. It does a really good job. The only brushes that I didn't really like as much is the concealer brush. I found that using it how I did with the Revolution Cut Crease, it remained a bit of streaks. It gave me streaks. But if I would use it for correcting under the eye, with just placing the product strategically where I needed to, and the same with not only the corrector but also the concealer, and then blending it with something else, because this is just it's not good for blending stuff under the eye, I don't think, but for placing it, yes. Maybe for picking up shimmer after you put some face mist on, maybe that would work well. I didn't try it like that. I should have probably. It's just that I'm a fan of applying my shimmer with the finger, because that's the most just the most you can get from a shimmer when you apply stuff with fingers, isn't it? If you like shimmer as well, you know what I mean. And yeah, the brushes are really good. I really like this style of brush, and it didn't disappoint, and I'm glad that I have another one added to my collection of brushes. I do prefer this type of brushes to apply my eyeliner, especially for my hooded eyes. I find that it helps me a lot. I like to just pat the product like that, and then you can just stretch the skin and just connect. But the fact that this is a line, it makes the job easier for just patting and kind of creating that template in which then you know where the product needs to go. So I like this brush. It doesn't disappoint me. It's very firm, again firm. So overall, I love the brushes. They're soft, they're really good, they pick up product well, they're blending product well, they're really good, and they're good for giving it as a gift to someone if you want. It's a good price. I'm gonna link below the video that I made showing each brush close up and talking about them in detail. So if you want to see that video, I'll link it down below or put it here as well. but it comes with this pouch as well, which is really cute. They're very travel friendly because of that as well. I'm not sponsored. This is not a sponsored video, even though I wished it was, but it's not. And this is just my personal opinion, and I really do like them. This is my second set from Ducare, and I also have a blending brush and another brush actually from Ducare, so I must really like this, their products, I mean. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know by giving me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Just let me know if you have anything from Ducare, if you have this set, if you like it, or what other products you discovered from Ducare that are really good, or what you don't like, or let me know anything, and say hi. Just say hi if you want in the comments below, and subscribe. Please subscribe if you're not yet subscribed to my channel, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Always think of you when spring comes, like it's something in the